Hi, my name is Lovely Joy B. Endoso, BSN STU 1101. Lao. It pronounced La, not Laos. Full country name, Lao People's Democratic Republic. Lao, officially the People's Democratic Republic, is a landlocked country in mainland Southeast Asia. The capital city is Vientiane. Laos has a land area of 236,800 square kilometers. Laotian landscape is primarily dominated by inhospitable forests, covered mountains, with the highest point being the peak of Mount Bia with an elevation of 9,245 feet. A principal range by the name Anamis Calderaria and secondary range impede travel. Shanghuang Plateau is where the plain of Jars is located. The name is derived from the large prehistoric jars discovered in the area. Karst landscape contain eroded limestone pinnacles. Boliven's Plateau is elevated about 3,000 feet above sea level and has generally fertile soil. The slope of Laotian land is downhill from east to west. All major rivers, the Ta, Beng, U, Ngum, Kading, Bangphal, Banghiang, and Kong, are tributaries of the Mekong River. Laos has a climate governed by monsoons, with mountains providing slight variations. May to October is its period for southwest monsoon. November to April is the period for northeast monsoon. Bovilen's Plateau received from some of the highest precipitation in the country. Temperature is generally medium. Laos has a tropical evergreen forest in the north and a mix of deciduous and evergreen trees in the south. These forests support a wide variety of wildlife, including about 200 species of mammals, amphibians, and reptiles, and about 700 species of birds. Laos has a population of 7,529,000 by the 2022 estimate, an ethnically and linguistically diverse country. The national language of the country is Lao, though various foreign languages are used by the elite populace. Soil are derived from parent rocks, which are more acidic and infertile. Laos is bounded to the north by China, to the northeast and east by Vietnam, to the south by Cambodia, to the west by Thailand, and to the northwest by Myanmar or Burma. Laos has been a member of the Association of the Southeast Asian Nations or ASEAN trade organization since 1997 and has enjoyed normal trading relations, formerly known as Most Favored Nation, status with the United States since 2004. Laos' chief exports are garments, electric power, timber, and other forest products, coffee, and various metals and minerals. Majority versus minority. Because of the number of minorities represented in Laos, the majority and minority is connected to national identity. The Lao national identity is considered weak and blurred in most of the country in 2014. Because of the historical ties to Thailand, many Lao ethnic groups consider themselves closer related to Thai and Vietnamese culture and national identity than to people who identify more strongly with Lao culture. The minority tends to be tribal people in rural Laos who subscribe to different languages, written history, and worldviews. Individuals who identify as strictly Lao often use derogatory language and attempt political control of those minorities. The upper class usually place a higher emphasis on Lao nationalism than does the lower class. Relationships tends to be highest class. This is coupled with an importance placed on material wealth over other aspects and society. The wealthy demonstrate their extravagance, especially through clothing, keeping with traditional ties or Western style dress. Buddhism also teaches a specific emphasis on the individual as in charge of his or her own life and actions. This belief system lends itself toward a more individualistic thinking, while beauty is not solely attached to social status in Laos, particularly in urban areas. Beauty is important. Beauty in Laos has been typically viewed for women as full-figured and rounder because of positive biological considered or connection to reproduction. Family and gender. Most structures in Lao are foundationally based on kinship centered on age, gender, and skill. Males, especially fathers, dominate the social structures in most villages, where a man's status is viewed as important based on the public sphere. Patriarch important, as is seniority. Younger members of the culture are expected to follow the word of elders without question for the benefit of society. This also alludes to a higher power distance culture. Those family relationships also closely follow the family structure most accepted in Buddhism. Religion is connected in most aspects of a family life. In addition, clergy and other Buddhist leaders are given the highest status with the wealthy and elders. Men and women follow traditional gender roles where men are usually the breadwinners and women complete the housework and child rearing. Political structure of Lao. The politics of the Lao People's Democratic Republic, commonly known as Lao, takes place in the framework of a one-party parliamentary socialist republic. The only legal political party is the Lao People's Revolutionary Party or LPRP. The head of government is President Thongloun Sisolit, who is also the LPRP General Secretary, making him the supreme leader of Lao. Thongloun Sisolit, born on November 10, 1945, is a Lao politician serving as General Secretary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party since 15 January 2021 and President of Laos since March 22, 2021. The head of state is Prime Minister Pankham Vipavan. Pankham Vipavan, born on April 14, 1951, is a Laotian politician, a member of Politburo and the Executive Committee of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party. He is also the Prime Minister of Lao, who was elected by the National Assembly of Lao in March 2021. Previously, he was Vice President in Lao, Minister of Education of Lao, and President of the Lao-Vietnam Friendship Association. Government policies are determined by the party through the all-powerful 9-member Politburo. The Politburo of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party, LPRP, is the highest decision-making organ when the Central Committee is not convened for a plenary session and the 49-member Central Committee.